Hi there. So I'm in a client's house because as the queen of the closet, that's what I do. I do closets, I do wardrobes, and I actually also consult on a styling level. So first things first, I don't want this video to be long and drawn out and boring, so I'll just get to the nitty-gritty and tell you exactly how I go about doing that. First of all, I tell my clients, both male and female, to go out and get their favorite fashion magazine, because this gives me an indication as to which way they're going. And it also gives them an indication as to what's out there and what they may like. I tell them to tag each page that inspires them, or just looks that they'd like to try, or looks that may be suitable for their lifestyle. Now this client in particular, she's kind of tagged a look like this. It's casual, it's fun, it says, you know, the city that she's in, which is a very casual, laid back kind of city. But at the same time though, it's most importantly the colorways, the colors that she's actually gone for. And so she's tagged a few of them. And then there's also a couple of articles in here that really inspire her to move in an environmentally friendly way in 2021. And that's what the Queen of the Closet is about also. It's about environmentally friendly and sustainable fashion, but also ethically made fashion. We want to know who made our clothes. We want to know under what conditions they were made. And we also want to know where they come from. And that there wasn't some kind of slave labor in there sewing a shirt. You know, so we do subscribe to only use slow fashion and only promote slow fashion. So a lot of the designers that I will actually talk about are designers that treat their staff beautifully, and they pay them well, and no one feels as though they're entrapped in a company and working for free or working under horrible conditions. Nevertheless, after they've actually looked in their favorite fashion magazine, and this month on Harper's Bazaar, which happens to be my favorite, you can see I subscribe to it too, is Awkwafina. I absolutely love her. And there's a fantastic article in there about repurposing fashion and how the fashion industry is also repurposing it. You will find on my channel a lot of designers from Copenhagen, because I think that the designers from Copenhagen, like Gani, and there's a truckload of them right now, they all look towards sustainability. And of course, they're all ethical. So it all makes sense. And it just fits so perfectly in with what we're doing or trying to do. It's not always easy. I mean, it's like, do you remember when gluten-free used to kind of like be a thing that people were just trying in like the early, I think this was like in like 2010, and it was terrible. Oh my gosh, gluten-free food used to be so bad. And it's kind of like the same with organically made, sustainable, ethical clothing. They used to be really ugly. Now, oh my gosh, sustainability has just taken a whole new life, and it is absolutely positively beautiful. I mean, some of the labels are just stunning, and a lot of these labels are on our website. A lot of the sustainable fashion houses are on our website listed, so you would just have a field day of looking ethically, sustainably fabulous, okay? So after I get the client to look at their favorite magazine, I also ask them to chart out, like sort of like a storyboard of the looks that they'd like to kind of like achieve. And you can see here, lots of beiges, lots of off-whites and taupes, and really fabulous things that are actually going to take this client from early spring into summer. But, and then of course for summer, the wardrobe will change a little bit. Now this is not like rushing out buying new things. This is actually using what you've got in your wardrobe to achieve some of these looks and repurpose some of them, revive some of them. Maybe some of them are just too big or too little now. After the pandemic though, after the year 2020, most of the people that I know, they went on shopping binges. And one of my clients actually bought clothing that was just like 3 times too small. Okay, and 3 times too small, and that was in late 2019, and that client didn't know that 2020 was coming, and now those clothes are 5 times too small. So it's kind of like, this is when you really truly have to be honest with yourself. Do I get rid of this stuff? Do I consign it? If it's top designer wear, I have a list of fabulous consignment shops and shops that will resell it, buy it from you. They'll pay you right up front for it, and it's great. So I have a list of those shops too, because you don't necessarily want to keep fooling yourself. I mean, it's very clear that if an outfit is 5 times too small, then you know that's a lot of work. That's a lot of eating lettuce, and it just ain't gonna happen anytime soon. So you want to be real about your wardrobe, and you want to be real about what kind of lifestyle you live. And so I know that a lot of people are not going to offices and you're not going out as much, but that does not give you or anybody the excuse not to care. Even in a Zoom conference, I've seen people just not care. And I'm thinking, wow, you are on camera. So even if you kind of like groom yourself from the waist up, it helps. Okay, after this, you know, I do kind of like point clients in the direction of what the Pantone colors of the year, because we do go on a shopping trip, and that comes up in another video that I do with a client, is shopping. We do go and get the pieces of the wardrobes that are missing for the season. That's not a lot of clothes. These are investment pieces. These are pieces that, once again, it's quality over quantity. So you want to have a nice piece that you can wear back and you can keep forever until you resell it, revive it, or you repurpose it somehow, or you donate it. Okay, the colors of the year, you can easily go onto any kind of website and you can see that the Pantone colors of the year is this fabulous illuminating yellow, and this is a gray. It's called Ultimate Gray. Now the thing is that I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, those colors are terrible. You do not have to wear the colors that are featured as the color of the year. These are just an indication. You know, it's just an indication. I know that on the year's blue are the color of the year. I mean, wow, it just sells out so quickly because blue is such a great color on everybody. But you know, a lot of people can wear these, and it's not just this yellow, but it's a paler shade of yellow, it's a pastel yellow, or deeper yellow, like a mustard. So there's different variations of these colors, and you do get a variation of the gray that looks almost like a blue, like a sky blue with a grayish tinge in it. So it's kind of like, look for things like that when you're actually out, you know, reassessing your wardrobe. Now the fun part happens. We then go into the wardrobe. We go in and assess exactly what's in there, exactly what we should do to make it better, and also to bring life into a person's wardrobe and to organize it and make it friendly for them to use, you know, at a drop of a hat. Okay, so stay tuned for that.